Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, very clear. Shall I call
Thank you.
you Shamsi or Nabil? How shall I
Nabil.
call you? Nabil.
Nabil. Yes.
Okay, I'm Dr. Francis here. Thank you very much. Sorry for the delay. Apparently, we had some difficulty in the
Yes.
setting up the communication.
Yes.
All right. So I will ask you some questions relating to your background, and
Okay.
then I will tell you a little bit about our program, and then I will give you a chance to ask me some questions. Will that be
Okay.
okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. So, can you tell me a little bit about your university education, Nabil?
Yes. Sir, I have completed my bachelor's in business administration honors in human resource management from Bahria University, Karachi campus. Bahria University is a part of our is actually introduced by the our naval forces. So it's actually a semi government university. Yes,
Okay, and you graduated in when which year?
2007, 2007, 17.
2017. Okay, 2017. And what have you been doing since then, Nabil?
Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm a passionate fitness freak. So I changed my profession. I did some courses regarding fitness. I studied ACSM courses. So I switched the profession for a bit, and I wanted to explore that I if I can fit there and pursue my passion. And I did that, and I will continue to do that even after my masters. But then I realized that I have to take over my father's business, and then I also realized that in the system here, the gym system here, people don't incorporate, the owners don't incorporate the human resource tactics and don't follow the protocols as far as, because it's, even though it's a small business, gym business is a very, we have small hierarchy, but I believe that if we have proper corporate protocols, even if there are like 10 employees working, that could like be the difference. So and it's another reason is that my father's business, which I'm eventually going to take over after my master's completion, even though he's running the business for 30 years now, but then again I eh, always felt that there is a lacking, and I, as I completed my bachelor's, I realized the lacking part is like it's not following the protocols, mainly because of the norm of the society. But then again, this is not, I believe this is not the reason. Why not initiate something better, and and make the system work? Because because of not following the protocols at my father's business, I believe he has to be there 24, I mean, from the get go till the shutter down. So even though we have the CCTV cameras, but if we have the proper hierarchy, proper systems, and proper working operations, uh, and obviously it has to do with rewards and benefits and appraisals, of course. So I can actually manage two businesses at the same time.
Okay. And since this course is 2 years,
Yes.
going to be based in Malaysia,
Yes.
Who is going to then run the business in your absence?
My father will continue to run the business. He has his best friend, which already helps him out. He joins the business in the evening and take over the business accordingly.
Okay, okay. So he understands that you plan to
Yes,
pursue this course and the business can be managed in your absence in the meantime.
yes, yes,
Okay. Let's say, Nabil, once you complete the course, uh, the because this course is how shall we put it? The idea behind this is that because you're going to make a bit of investment in this course, and the idea here is that you have an opportunity now to join any big company in the world, you know.
yes, yes.
So the uh, how do you feel going back to your own business to build it up? I'm sure you want to build it up. Are you planning to go international or things like that, Nabil?
Yes, yes, that's part of the long term plan. But as you sir mentioned that I can join the any big multinational or any other company, I would absolutely love to do that to gain the experience, because obviously that would be another opportunity to work in the big multinationals and learn and get the exposure. So and after gaining that exposure, putting that into my business will obviously is going to be something which can be so ideal.
Okay, okay. So your parents are prepared for that.
Yes, yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are all geared up and they're actually kind of excited.
Yeah, the because currently the students that we have, the first batch that started last August, so they are all very ambitious. They are very eager. Once they complete, they want to join the big companies, and some of them want to go international because I'm sure, just like in your country, there are many big companies who would love to employ you, you know, but also international companies because of our CIPD qualification that comes with our Master's Award. So your market value, at least globally, actually increases
Yes.
tremendously. Okay, all right. I'm actually quite comfortable. I'm sure you have a number of questions.
Yeah, some of them.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Uh, okay. I would like to know that if Sunways during the our course takes us to the field trips to actually makes us like see how the uh, things are workable and how things are operational at the real working environment. I'm talking about the real multinational company, and we I would like to ask that if Sunway actually takes their students to big multinationals to so we can see that the HR department especially.
Okay, good question. The currently our plan is that because as you may be aware, Nabil,
Yes.
most big companies actually number one they don't well, it's quite rarely they allow students to come to the organization and take up a lot of their time. Once in a while, they allow it. But what we do to help our students here is that, as I did for
Yeah.
my course, we invited the head of HR for a listed company in Malaysia with massive operations in Malaysia, very profitable company. And she came over and gave our students a talk. The particular module we were doing was on leadership, leadership in
Okay.
business. So she was the top HR person. So she shared her experience as she moved from the lower ranks of HR right up to being the top of HR, some of the challenges she faced, and open questions to the students. So that is one way that we try to bring the real world environment to the student. That's number one, to see how their career can progress. Yes, no. The second thing we did is that our course, as most master's level course, to bring our students to the real world, we actually give them case studies. And some of these case studies are live case studies in the sense that they are currently happening around the world, HR
Okay.
related issues. So we have
Yes.
a very robust discussion in the class. So when students are asked, what did you do in this situation?
Hmm.
And from there, we use the theories that are applicable and help them see that from their answers, how can they take it to the next level that is expected of HR managers. So with this combination, so far it has been pretty good. And the third one is, well, it may be a bit difficult for you, but most of our current students are working, right? We have two foreign nationals, and for them it's a little bit difficult. But the current students, what they do is that whatever assignments that has been given and lectures that goes with it, they go back to the organizations because they are working Monday to Friday, and they
Yes.
try to see whether there is any what you say related issues, and they then bring it to the class. And what we do is after we have the case discussion, we tell them, okay, can you share with us some of the issues that your own organization is facing? So this way you have a good chance to really hear the discussion, real life issues. Not that we are going to solve it. We can't, But what we try to do is we try to make it clearer the issues and how the various theories can be applied moving forward, so that they one day when they face similar issues, they know how can we use the theories that are workable in Asian context to probably my context in let's say Pakistan or whatever country you're working in. I hope that
Yes.
kind of helps you.
Yeah, it's sort of, yeah.
Okay, it's a lot of
Uh,
things, but the underlying point is because I know our students always say they want real world exposure. Now,
yeah.
I'm fortunate here because I actually worked in a multinational company for 13 years. And subsequent to that, I was a talent management consultant
Okay.
for big talent management consultant for Malaysia. And we also serve the region, some of the major companies listed in our stock market. So I was able to take it one level higher in the sense that I've actually faced the things that MNCs or multinational companies are facing. So I'm able to share with them because I don't see so much of a difference, that the issues and problems are more or less basically the same, primarily because the HR talent, as you have correctly mentioned, I'm not surprised your observation that there is still a lot of things that can be improved for the, you have a small number of staff, but you
Yes.
can already see it. There's so many
Yes.
things that can be professionalized.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
the with this combination of us lecturers with industry background, and then the case studies that live case studies, we try to give a variation, an American, maybe a European, because it depends where you may be working, which multinational, and certainly Asian context also. There are
Yes.
some big Asian multinationals. So I hope that kind of clarifies some points.
Yes, it does. It does. It
Okay.
does. I have like one last question. It's more of a technical one. Like, I would like to know that if in Sunway in HR, do we use any sort of technology when it comes to HR? Because everything thing is like in the contemporary world, like the use of technology is everything is in the computer. So manual work, manual appraisals are like they're like waved off like completely. So what what the modern techniques are we are going to learn?
Okay. As I was when I was working with an MNC, I was involved in the HRIS system, which is a human resource information system, where everything specifically the point you're asking, for example, on
Yes.
performance management.
Yes.
In the past, let's say 15, 20 years ago, it used to be on paper. Now, the first initial interview between the supervisor and the employee has to be face to face. But it's all while the interview is going on, it's keyed into the system. And then they
Yes.
have the approval level, which is again in the system, the next level.
Hmm.
Someone don't need to print out a copy, look at it, have further discussion. All the information is there. Live,
Yeah.
it's updated. So similarly in Sunway now, I've been here 1 year. I finished my PhD in 2018 at Monash University. So I joined them last year and I noticed that because we are part of Sunway Group, they have a system that is IT based and we call it the success factor. Basically, it's a
Okay.
performance management system, but it's totally online. So they
Okay.
have actually adopted let's say, the online system. And yes, if our students, because we haven't started the module on performance management yet, definitely we will consider that you all have a chance since you are this university to probably have someone demonstrate the system to you all so that you have an idea. That can be arranged. That isn't a problem. So will that kind of answer cut off? Can you hear me? Hello, Nabil. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. We just had the system down for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Did you catch what I said?
Yes, absolutely. You were all. You were, sir. You were audible. Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. Now, don't let that be your last question. Is there anything else that you want to ask?
No, these are the two questions that were like bothering me since yesterday. I was like, I'm going to ask the teacher. So yeah. Well, there,
Okay.
I'm sure after the interview, I may have many questions like, oh my God, I should have asked you this and that. But since I would be coming, so I'm gonna ask you in person.
Okay, sure. The other thing is I think you have been given details about the course. It's over 2 years and run on a weekend. Are you aware? Did you hear me, Nabil?
Yes. Yes. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So you're
Okay.
aware that the
Yeah.
course is run on a weekend, 6 weeks
Yes.
in a stretch,
Okay. Okay.
right? So the
Yeah. Yeah.
and then the modules that we have about let me have a summary here. We have about
Yes.
roughly about what we are, let me see, about 12, 11 key modules plus
Okay.
one, the final one is a research module. Normally, what we
Mm-hmm.
do is those who are in our current batch, we tell them that try to do a project that is related to your organization. Now, in this
Okay.
particular research module, you don't have to be in Malaysia. So what we
Okay.
encourage, we have two foreign students, we encourage them to go back to your country, try to take a project there, either in your current company, or you can take up one in a big multinational company in Pakistan. Tell them
Yes.
that you know what you're doing. They'll be very happy because as a result of your findings, you can actually present to them
Yes.
the recommendations and so on, and which would be very positive for your career and future. All right.
True.
So we try to get our students to use real world challenges in our
Mhm.
research project. So many of them are quite excited about it. It's going to be very challenging, but it can be
Yes.
done because we will be guiding you. So are you
Okay.
okay with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. The final one is I think the Priscilla would have shared with you our fee structure.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, for because we have a bursary award for the March semester, and I'm not sure whether you're aware the bursary award is we basically deduct 15,000 from the original package payment, which is 49,000 for international student, roughly a 49
Okay.
to 50,000 Malaysian ringgit. All right, And so once this deduction is made, it comes down to about 34,000. Now, the
Okay.
reason is that this particular bursary in August will not be available.
Okay. Okay.
So discuss with your parents and try to take advantage of this. And
Hmm.
then you follow up with Priscilla. As for me, I mean, the interview, I'm quite happy with the discussion because for us, the English level is very important. All right.
Yes, of course.
So you spoke perfect English, fluent, excellent. And number two is that you're a very ambitious person and you're
Yeah.
taking over your father's business. You want to bring it up to a bigger level. That also tells us that you have the commitment for this program, right? I'll just tell
Mhm.
you it's challenging, but not too difficult for for you because you have the exposure, the work experience, and you're very eager to really pick up.
Yes.
So the I think you will do very well.
Sorry to interrupt. I have a question. Like, can you please confirm me that March reimbursement, like it was, what was that about? And like you were like want me to join the March session instead of August?
Preferably join the March session. The reason
Yes.
is we call it a bursary. Bursary is
Bursary.
which we are kind of a discount. The discount is
Okay.
quite significant, 15,000 Malaysian ringgit. It probably works
Okay.
out to under 4,000 US dollars,
Okay.
roughly around
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
so the no, that's
Hmm.
significant.
That is
So
absolutely, yeah. Hmm.
yeah, so take advantage of that because it's a big investment. I know it's not
Yes. Yes.
easy, for your parents to help you in this. So that's my advice to you. And
Yes.
no, I think you have a good future. The especially when you mentioned that with this course it gives you international opportunity,
Yes.
and many big multinationals, they would be very eager to pick you. The because you are fluent, and then you are very how you say well, number one, you're a very fit person, I must
Yeah.
say. So,
I'm
because
honored.
nowadays in organization, when someone is fit, because organization demands, time demands. So, if you're not
Yes.
fit, they tend to be skeptical. With
Yeah.
your fitness thing, it's a beautiful combination. Normally, a person who is fit is a more productive person. He
Absolutely.
has less health issues, so these are very important for organizations today, right?
Yes.
So I will speak with Priscilla to give you. I think she may have given you the fee structure. I will just
Yes.
check with her if
Yeah.
she has.
She
She did.
just let no, she haven't, but I am just letting you know that my plans are actually to join in March. Actually, my visa is already in under process. My application is already under process. So I'm actually as soon as my visa arrives by the end of Feb, I will fly to Malaysia, inshallah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's the plan. That's the plan.
Wonderful. Okay, so please feel free to contact Priscilla. The
Sure.
reason is because for us we have research work to do, meetings and all that. You may not be able to see me, but if there's
Hmm.
anything important, she will arrange another Skype discussion. Will that be all right, Nabil?
Yes, absolutely. It would be really.
Okay, so all the best to you. Have a
Thank you.
wonderful
Thank you.
weekend. See you then,
Thank you.
Nabil.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you. See you
bye.
in see you. Allah. Good night.
Okay,
Goodbye.
see you.